Keep it posted. Gotta keep it posted. Gotta keep it posted. We got more clock posted with the poster. When you turn on your radio, we got more clock posted with the poster. When you turn on your radio.
You know we poppin', just name a topic. Posted up like a palm tree in the tropic. Rozzy on the beat, make you wanna come and see. Mo to the C, radio to TV. You know she putting in work like she clocked in. Celebrity guest, never guess who gon' drop in. Television's best like a S on the chest. Who's next? Say less, cause you rockin' with the best.
Mo clock, posted with the poster. When you turn on your radio. Posted with the poster. When you turn on your radio. From the streets to the television, we keep it going, ain't no intermission. From the streets to the television, we keep it going, ain't no intermission.
Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Mo Clark with the Post Up on Status Network Global Vision TV. Welcome back. It's been a minute. Wait, it's been a week. It's been 2 weeks. I don't know. I forget. It's a lot going on. It's so much going on. Stuff going on in the world. Let me tell you something. So, a while ago, this is going to lead me into Moments with Mo, so just bear with me. I'm going to tell y'all who my special guest is in a minute. But a while ago, I was in a situation where I had some people on my show after the show, and I talk about this often because they always come up. What was his name? Jay Wright, Wilana Banks, and the official Ann. They came on my show sometime last summer, I believe. Unfortunately, after that, there was a altercation, where Wilana was shot allegedly by Jay Wright. She was shot and killed by Jay Wright. Now, people started pulling my interview with the couple. They started pulling my interview. They started picking apart my interview. They started... Let me get this story out. They started resharing my interview. I was attacked. I was socially media attacked. I was called an airhead. I was called a lot of things. On top of that, there were also bloggers doing clickbait. Now, the bloggers that were doing clickbait, they were saying, he shot her because of this, he did this, she was shot in the head. It was just so much stuff that was being said. And I actually was in close contact with Wilana's family, and I was made privy of certain things, still am, and I don't talk about it. And I don't talk about the shit for a reason. I don't talk about it because it's an open case. It's an open investigation. And just because the family is communicating with me, that is not my place to go share it with the world for a story, for views, for likes. So I saw a YouTuber say, oh, he shot her in the head and blah, 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 blah. And I commented. And I said, why are you saying that? Why are you putting this out there? Do you know that to be true? Because I knew for a fact that was not true. So why are you saying this? The YouTuber cussed me out. And accused me of hating because obviously the title was clickbait. He was getting views, he was getting likes, he was on there talking about the shit like he really was in the room with them and he knew what happened and what went down. And he attacked me to the point where he was like, that's what's wrong with black people. We trying to put black people down. I was not trying to put anybody down. I'm just saying, damn, you have no facts. No facts. So with that being said, let's jump into Moments with Mo. And this is why I don't report the way everybody else does. Here we go. Let's go. All right, so my stories are are in no particular order, but they all, it's like the 6 degrees of separation. JoJo, who first? All right, Tasha K versus DJ Adamicus, whatever his name is. All right, so they've been going back and forth online all day. Why? Because DJ, whatever his name is, I'm calling him DJ A. But DJ A said, he made a post or a tweet or whatever he did saying that there was no DNA, and I'm quoting this, okay? He said there was no DNA belonging to Tory Lanez found on the weapon that was used to shoot Meg Thee Stallion. Now, Meg Thee Stallion goes back and she's catching all of this, right? Because when he said what he said, a bunch of other news outlets picked up the story, and the people, the celebrities, they read the blogs just like we do. And Meg Thee Stallion, she was like, how y'all saying that shit? Because we ain't even went to court. First of all, the court date was pushed back to April the 5th, right? And there was neither one of them were in court, to my knowledge. They just went to do whatever they do. They had the preliminary or whatever. So she's like, where y'all getting these facts at? Where y'all getting this? But again, he said what he said. Other people took the story. They ran with it. They reshared it. And now he has said something about Tasha K. In case you guys don't know who Tasha K is, she is a popular blogger. She's a popular YouTuber. She be getting her coins. She have all these things going on. Tasha K has been sued by Cardi B. Now, allegedly, this is why I use the words that I use, but allegedly, Tasha K was saying stuff about Cardi B having herpes and Cardi B being drugging men, all this other stuff that she was saying about Cardi B. Cardi B has decided to make an example out of Tasha K in blogging, and she took Tasha K to court, and she sued her, and she won.
Wow.
She sued Tasha K for over $3.8 million. Okay? $3.8 million. Now, Tasha K was on a show on the All Black Network. Have you seen that network? It's a very good network. I like that. I like that network. She was on a show, I believe, called Socially Black or Socially Something with Kendall K, another popular blogger. I don't know the other lady's name. But she was on the show, and they were asking her, tell us about this $3.8 million lawsuit. And Tasha K comes out, she was like, I ain't got it. And she goes on to talk about, hey, she's going to get her money because there are things set up in place. Like, when you have a business and all this stuff, you're supposed to have insurance and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's the way she's going to try to figure out how to pay Cardi B. I'm not sure. But just by her saying, I ain't got it, now that's a joke. Now everybody's running around saying it. She's laughing about it. Others are laughing about it. And all of this over blogging. All of this over likes and views and just, listen.
You got to watch what you say.
You have to watch what you say. Now, I remember how I've never met her, but how I got introduced to Tasha K and her blogging and her YouTube channel was one of my homeboys. He was like, she do her podcast at her home. You should try doing that. So I started watching her stuff, and I was like, this lady is really getting the views and the likes, but where's she getting the facts from? I'm just saying, like, when you blogging, especially, like, it used to just be when it was written, right? But now you have to be careful, and you have to say allegedly and supposedly. You have to use those words indicating that it's not factual or it hasn't yet been proven. On top of the fact, even if Cardi B do have herpes or whatever the case may be, and you saying that shit, that's a violation of HIPAA. Like, I work in healthcare. You can't be telling people shit like that. Like, you just listen. This is why I say I ain't ever wanted to be that famous where people have all access to you, because that shit's crazy. Who's next? I think Tasha K versus somebody else. Or maybe not. Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, Meg Thee Stallion versus everybody. Okay, so she dealing with the situation with DJ Atticus, or whatever his name is, and him saying the Tasha K thing. Him saying the Tory Lanez thing. She's also suing her record label, saying she never made a dime, and the only reason why she's ever received any type of money is because she's famous. Make that make sense.
I guess you're saying that she got money off of her appearances, off of her things like that, but she didn't make money off the actual deal. She got money maybe off of endorsements. She got money off of things of that nature.
That's why reading contracts is so important, because her record label could have been making money off her endorsements as well if that was in the contract, but it might not have been. But you got to learn how to read your contracts. Now, granted, most companies in business, they have a standard contract, and the person they're doing the deal with, you're just a fill in the blank. That's all you are. You're a fill in the blank, okay? You're a fill in the blank. They make tweaks sometimes that apply to you or don't apply to you. But you got to learn how to read. You got to learn how to read the top of the contract is the most important part. Well, it says, so-and-so from here on out will be referred to as, bitch, you so-and-so. And that's just what it is. You are so-and-so to be referred to as. Like, that is the most important thing. But because we see all these words and they run together and you start seeing arbitration. Wait, shit, I said that wrong. Say what I'm trying to say. Arbitration. There you go, that word. Right there. I can read, but I can't fucking talk. But look, that ain't the point. That ain't why we here today. You gotta learn these things. You gotta learn and read. Okay, well, shit, if I'm trying to take them to court over $5,000, I can't take them to court over $5,000. It's gotta be over this amount. Like, bruh, come on. Reading is fundamental. It really is. Like, it really is. I had somebody text me about a post I made on Valentine's Day. I think we know the post I'm talking about, don't we, Fabian?
I might have something to do with that.
You absolutely had something to do with that. I had somebody text me about the post that I made, and I clearly stated in the post my timeline of my new relationship, and it read, a year ago, I met you on some business type stuff. Yada, 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 blah, 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 ... dash. I got a text from somebody in my ex's family, and they were like, I see you in love again. I didn't say that in my post. I said what I said. And I just feel like this whole situation has been a learning experience about what to put on social media and what not to put, because everybody's going to draw their own conclusions about whatever. So, allegedly, I'm in love again because I posted some Valentine's Day pictures with my new boo, and that warranted me getting a text. Whatever, they can't take me to arbitration court. Anyway, here we go. We ready. I only did 3 stories because I knew you were coming, and I was super excited because I know you as one thing, but you done hit me with something new, so we gotta talk about that. But we gonna talk about it. What is that?
It's a microphone.
Okay, somebody bought me in the microphone. It wasn't on me, y'all. Y'all seen something flashing, it wasn't me. So I have my homeboy Fabian Butts in the studio with FB Studios. I'm super excited. I'm super proud of you. You know, I've been working with you since the studio was still being worked on.
And that's crazy when you think of how many years that's been.
Oh my God, I remember that though. I remember you reaching out to me and you wanted me to come. I remember what I wore too. I still have that picture.
Which one?
It was a Halloween party. It was a costume party.
Yeah.
I was dressed like a baseball.
Yeah. You were Jackie Robinson, right?
I don't know who I was. I was Jackie Robinson, I guess. I was dressed like a baseball player. And you had, oh my God, who did you have? You had us.
Yeah, a lot of people.
You had some people performing too, right?
It was
Pastor Troy.
It was This and That. It was Raheem the Dream. It was
Good times.
DJ Jelly. It was a dope. It was a throwback party, so it was dope.
It was a throwback party.
It all came together. It wasn't even planned initially, but I just was like, you know what? Let's just do it. And people came together, so I'm happy.
See, I did this thing with you, and I have not mastered on myself yet, right? Mm-hmm. I prophesized this wonderful story for you, right? I'll never forget that day. I remember where I was standing. I don't remember what I had on, but I do remember I was in College Park in the hood having a phone conversation with you, and you were getting frustrated. You were getting frustrated because you have a passion for photography. And shit just wasn't going right, which happens with all of us in our ventures to follow our dreams. And I remember saying, "Oh my God, Fabian, it's gonna be okay. You're gonna blow up, and everybody's gonna see what great work you do, and it's gonna be awesome, and you're gonna be doing this, and you're gonna be doing that." Next thing I know, here come Fabian, shooting for Love and Hip Hop, being on Love and Hip Hop, doing all these wonderful things. You know, you're getting plugged in with all these people. Your work is being published in magazines. What does that feel like?
I feel blessed. I feel blessed. Like you said, I get to do something that I enjoy to do. I'm an entrepreneur, so, you know, I have a lot of hats. But at the same time,
Absolutely.
It's like being able to do what you want to do, that's not work. That's just, it's just amazing, actually. And God did it. Like I said, I can't even do it. I just say that I put myself in a position to receive those blessings and gifts. I try to be likable. I try to be cool. I try to do what I can do and genuinely be a good person. And people took to that, so I'm happy and excited.
Very professional. I mean, we did a, was it 2016, 2017 calendar?
Yeah, I remember that.
You did my calendar for me, and it was, you know, me coming out of my box, you know, wanting to do a pinup calendar, and you did it, and it was very professional. And you are like one of the only male photographers that I will work with, because, you know, sometimes these niggas go too high with the oil and they be wanting to clap your butt cheeks to see if they bounce back. Talking about you want to see how the light reflect off of it. Ain't nobody got time for that shit right there. So you want to definitely be with somebody that's professional. I think you're professional. I think you're creative. You know, you made my infamous bullet bra.
Yeah, we sure did. I remember that now.
You know, so by day, you're a contractor. You're a jack of all trades. You're a contractor. You do that. Then you're a photographer. You do that. You're a celebrity. I call you a celebrity photographer because that's mostly who you work with now.
Yeah, it varies. I mean,
Ooh,
I
I'm a
do
celebrity.
have exactly. See, but no, it varies. It's like sometimes it's more like a lot of celebrity clientele, then sometimes it's a lot of businesses and brands and stuff. So it just varies. But we shoot the everyday person too. So
And photography is hard.
it's not as easy as it looks. You definitely got to put in the time. You got to put in the research, and you got to put in the money on the equipment.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, I think I told you I have a Lumix that I put the lens on that I can't get the lens off. And the lens is a zoom lens. So the only way for me to get a wide shot or a far shot is to manually move my body because I can't get the lens off the camera. I YouTubed it. It told me to saw the lens off the camera. That ain't some shit that I want to do. So I ended up just buying another camera. But even with that, you got to learn about the lens. You got to learn about the lighting and,
Lighting, aperture.
It ain't just turn it on and shoot.
Theories, which type of lighting?
It's not, listen, I tried that shit when I go blogging. It, you know, I get what I came to get. But if you really want to get what you know, depends on how much you want to invest.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah. I spent like my first 2 years in photography. I spent like 8 hours a day studying photography material. Yeah, that's how, I mean, like I was published within the first 6 months of me picking up a camera in my first magazine spread. But that was 6 months, 8 hours a day plus every day. When I was taking a shower, I had YouTube videos on. When I was driving, I had YouTube videos on. When I went to sleep, I was listening to YouTube videos. Anything I could do to learn everything I could about photography. So I kind of just turned into a little hermit for the first 2 or 3 years just to
But see, you
learn.
put the work in.
Huh?
You put the work in. And that, we talked about that on my last show, when you put the work in. Like, I don't too much worry about getting on the red carpets and being seen by the celebrities and the this and the that, because I'm putting the work in. You know what I mean? And I've interviewed dope people. I've interviewed celebrities, little people, big people, small people, whatever. I've been able to do all of those things. And so what if I post and it only gets 2 likes? I know my accolades. Everybody else might not know it, but I know my accolades. And that's the most important part.
Everybody else know your accolades too. That's how I met you. You was a Facebook social media celebrity.
No.
First
You can
met
go ahead and
back
say what that
then.
shit was. I was a Facebook vixen.
No, I wouldn't say that. You was a celebrity.
Was you in them groups?
You had like 10. You had like 10 pages, and all of them had like 5,000 plus followers.
But see, you know how that happened. That happened because all the pages had 5,000 followers, and that was before Facebook decided. Was it Mark? Is it Mark? I'd be forgetting.
Mark
Tom,
Zuckerberg.
yeah, Mark Zuckerberg is Facebook, and Tom is MySpace. Okay, so Mark decided, hey, let's come out with the following option, and then I didn't have to do those pages no more. So when I tried to get everybody to come over to one page, they still didn't want to do that shit because they felt like I was gonna be turning up under a different name on another page, and I don't. But it is what it is. I still have all those pages, and I'm still very much active on all of those pages. But you gave me the best advice, and I was talking about it the other day. Remember when we were about to drop the calendar? Mm-hmm. And you was like, Mo, you can't post thirst trap pictures because if you post the pictures, the people aren't going to buy the calendar because why would they, right?
Yeah, well,
that made sense.
When you can drink the milk for free.
Pretty much. So I gave up thirst trapping all the.
Hey, that's my fault.
No, it ain't your fault. It's not your fault. It's all my relationships' fault. I had an S on that. It's all my relationships' fault because they didn't realize that I was a vixen, even though I sent the pictures. I was like, hey, man, look, this is what I used to do. This is who I used to be. Let me put something out with my kneecaps. Why you showing your kneecaps? They're my kneecaps. I don't want everybody to see. Shit just goes left. But anyway, back to you. You're here. You're bringing me a new business venture. So let's talk about it. You got to say it because if I say it, I'm going to get the letters wrong. I don't know if it's NFT, NTF, NTOs. I know it started with an N, right?
Well, yes. Yeah,
okay.
You're right. You're
okay,
right.
Good. Okay, so that's what we're going to talk about. Let's get into it. Tell me about it.
Cool. Well, it's not technically a new venture. It's just an extension or a new service to FB Studios. So a lot of people are familiar with NFTs.
Okay.
NFTs stand for non-fungible tokens, right? Do you know what NFT is?
I know what an NSF is from the bank.
No, an NFT is it's got to do with money, but it's taking a digital asset like a digital art or a digital song or a photograph or a drawing or whatever it is digitally and turn it into cryptocurrency. Basically, you're converting it digitally to a token. And then what the thing is, non-fungible is like the Mona Lisa. That's a piece of art. So it's non-fungible. It can't be, there's only one Mona Lisa. Even if someone painted another one, that would be something else. That's not the Mona Lisa. Mm-hmm. But fungible tokens or fungible coins or money is just like money. So if I had $100 and I gave you two 50s and took your $100 bill, you'd be like, okay, cool, it's the same thing. Or whatever. So non-fungible means that it's one of a kind, unique, and it's verified. So the same securities and things that you think of about Bitcoin and Ethereum and other cryptocurrencies, it's the same way and the same type of platforms, but you're converting your art into digital cryptocurrency, basically.
So you could take a photo of me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I can get money from that photo, just from that one. Is that the way, or am I backwards?
No, you're kind of right. We can take a picture, you can convert and mint that and turn it into an NFT, then you can sell that NFT, yes. But it doesn't have to be one. It could be one of 10. It could be one of 100. You can do 100. So this NFT is unique, even though it's the same picture, because this is one of one. But this one is two of one. A 3 or one of 2 or one of 100 or 2 of 50 or 50 of that, but each one has its own unique signature.
So how does somebody get involved in something like that?
Well, I'm glad that you asked. Getting NFT is not hard. It's not complicated. I always tell people I went to YouTube University, so make sure you go through there, look up and do your research. But basically, you just have an art. You have to buy some crypto, right? Mm-hmm. Just some currency. Ethereum is the #1 platform or blockchain.
Hope y'all looking this up. These are big words for y'all.
I know, right? Ethereum is the #1 blockchain that NFTs live on. So that's where they're stored, basically, if that makes any sense. Get some Ethereum. Then after you get Ethereum, then you have to get a wallet. Then you get a wallet. Then
Saw
you
that.
can take your photo or whatever it is and mint it or form a collection on a platform. OpenSea, Wearable, these are some of the biggest platforms or marketplaces to where you can sell, buy or look at or shop for NFTs. Now you can do all of that, or you can simply buy our NFT packages, and we do all the work for you.
On your
We mint
website.
them, turn them into NFTs, hand them over to you to where you as a person can have little or no experience, and they also come with utilities. NFTs and utilities means it's a perk. So say like Justin Bieber. I think if I'm not mistaken, it's like you can buy an NFT, but it can come with a VIP backstage pass.
Aha.
So not only are you getting that digital piece of art, you're getting a utility, which is just basically look at it as a benefit. It's a benefit or a perk that comes with the NFT.
Okay.
So like all of the crypto punks and things of that nature, which are these NFTs that cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, what they don't tell you is these come with a dedicated space in like a chat room with millionaires sharing ideas and people making money off of it and things of that nature. So that network that you're able to join alone is worth what you're paying for the NFT, even though it seems high. So, and NFTs are sold anywhere from $69 million to like a little 6-year-old girl did an Etch-a-Sketch drawing. I think that one sold for like $6 million. So, not to say all of them are that high, but the sky's the limit.
That's a lot to unpack because I deal in healthcare in my day job, and some people don't even understand their health insurance. Like, it's not funny, but some people don't even know their health insurance. They just pay for something weekly or monthly, and they don't understand what it covers or anything like that. So as far as your packages and what you do, what would you recommend somebody that maybe wants to get involved, but they're like, should I take the risk? What's something that you could recommend to like kind of ease into that?
Gotcha. Well, the good thing about NFTs is that it's everything is a risk, right? When it comes to investment, look at like the stock market. You got to have money in the stock market to make money, right? But at the same time, it's not necessarily a risk if you're not buying, because in this case you're really making your own. So you're investing in yourself. So if you believe in yourself and you can market yourself, you can find and show people the value in who you are, then you're buying a package, which is it's just really actually just a bomb photo shoot. Like, you're gonna get a dope photo shoot, and the only difference is instead of getting edits, you're gonna get NFTs. So you'll get edits and NFTs, which you can turn, sell, trade, flip, or market them yourselves to sell them. So it's just kind of like the best of both worlds. So
That actually sounds fun.
exactly.
That actually, it does sound fun. Because I'm thinking, my stepdad, he thought he was putting me up on game one day. And he did, to his defense, he did a little bit, but it was only a little bit. Because just because people don't talk about certain things don't mean they don't know about them or that they're not involved. So he started talking to me about stock. And he was like, and you need to be doing this, and you need to be doing that, and so that's when I hit him with, well, I already use Robinhood. I'm already investing in a grower. I'm investing in a grower. I was investing in a lingerie line. And, of course, I had some stock in Apple, or whatever the case may be. But the thing is, just because people don't talk about it doesn't mean it's not something that they're not interested in doing. So you never know what information you share with people will go a long way. So now I'm going to have to go look this up.
You definitely need to.
Because I saw at one point in time, I think they were saying some football team was being paid for in NFTs. I don't remember what team, but
it's so crazy right now. And like, there was an example. Say if you have a cupcake shop, right? Person owns a cupcake shop. They pay us to do a photography and a photo shoot for their cupcake. So they have their media for their brochures, flyers, website, etc. Right? The person can mint a cupcake picture and convert that into an NFT. And then when someone buys that can be, they get shipped to them a dozen cupcakes. or whatever the case might be. So there's so many different ways that you can do it. Even your clothing items and your lingerie sets, you can mint these, convert them to NFTs, and the utility or the perk that comes with the purchase is what they see worn in the NFT. So there's so many different ways. We've literally just scratched the surface of what all things.
You got my wheels spinning over here because I'm thinking, I'm the selfie queen.
Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, that and you probably could do it too. No, the person that sold the most expensive NFT, it was a guy that for 1,000 days in a row, he took a selfie and just made a collage of them, and that sold for $69 million. So for 1,000, you've been doing it for free. And so it could have been an NFT.
I'm just flabbergasted because I tell people all the time, we didn't have OnlyFans a couple of years ago, right? But some of the photos and stuff, I'm telling on myself, but it's all good. I don't give a shit. Some of the photos and stuff that I was posting on Facebook, think about if they would have been on OnlyFans. Like, I wasn't naked or anything like that.
No, you were not.
I was not nude.
I'm not going to tell you how I know, but no, you was not.
I was not nude. I was the master of, I mastered the art of seduction, I think. I mastered the art of seduction through
mastered
photo.
the art of showing just enough.
Yeah. And I remember being on Facebook and a girl put Skittles in her area, right?
I think I've seen that.
They looked like draws, but wasn't draws, right? And I was like, she just doing too damn much. I'm not doing that shit. But I did have to crank it up a notch, but I wasn't doing that. That's not what I did. But even her photo, that could have been considered a work of art. And she could have got that sold instead of posting it on Facebook, the screenshot. Because once it's on Facebook, somebody can screenshot your shit and blow it up and put it in their house. I've had my guy friends tell me, I got your picture saved in my phone. Well, that's creepy. But, hey, what's up, homie? What do you say? But I was just thinking, now I'm like, damn, all them pictures. I could have been one of them millionaires on OnlyFans just posting pictures. Never just showing my kneecap. And now you done brought me something new. And now I'm sitting here thinking, do I have some photos in my archive that ain't nobody seen?
Well, that's the beauty of NFTs. It doesn't have to be something that no one's seen. You can literally go through your Facebook, grab all those pictures, and you can mint those as NFTs and send them. Because the misconception is, like, it's not what the image is, it's the certificate, basically, that you get when it's put. Because, basically, most things are minted on the Ethereum blockchain. A blockchain is just basically a chain of computers that are forming a database for all of the assets to go on. So you can literally take it, put on there, but that's what gives it its uniqueness. There's a code, there's script that's in that, just like crypto, that makes it unique. So it doesn't have to be something. I know a lot of photographers that are converting some of their most popular pictures into NFTs, and it's totally different.
I would too. That seems a bit wise. So where can people, are you going to be teaching a class on this at some point?
Actually, yes. Yes, okay. I am. We have some videos coming out real soon. They're in the process of getting edited and chopped up. So we're going to be doing that. And also to our clients and people who we worked with in the past and the people who are interested, we'll be doing a workshop on it. But mostly, like I say, the benefit is buying our NFT packages instead of our traditional packages is you get counseling. So you can call, you'll get my number, we can talk, we can walk you through it step by step. So
I like that. So where can everybody find you and your dope photo and my photo?
Yeah, it's on there. We're easy to find. It's FB Studios on Instagram. You can follow us on the web at rentfbstudios.net. So there's a lot of different spots. We're out there. Just put FB and Instagram, and we normally pop up first.
So what are your plans for the photography? Where you see yourself at doing that in the next 5 years? You do classes for that too?
We have.
I'm just trying to make him teach everybody.
No, she knows. She already know. But yes, we do have classes. We do tutorials. We have a YouTube channel that's dedicated with tutorials and things of that nature where people can really learn the art of photography.
Okay, so, dope. So in the next 5 years, what you gonna be doing with this photography?
Oh God,
because you're already excelling. So.
Well, I mean, 5 years. I see myself I'll probably be doing a lot less construction because I kind of do them both equally now, but I'll probably be doing a lot less construction and just traveling exotic spot, shooting campaigns for huge companies and things of that nature. God has already opened up doors. My work can be seen at Nordstrom's, Savage Fenty. Posted.
Oh, Savage Fancy. I like it.
Yeah, they posted some of my work, and also we got some stuff, all the super lawyer work there, right? Heard and seen his stuff, all that I've shot at billboards all over the city, Times Square. So it's growing. The ball is rolling. So definitely looking forward to keeping on growing.
Well, I'm excited. I don't know what else.
I might even get to shoot her again. That's just gonna make my.
Well, I do have a 40th birthday coming up, in November, and of course, I definitely think, right, we got to do another calendar. I'm just scared. I'm just scared because you told me when we talked about this a couple of years ago. You was like, well, Mo. Yeah, okay, we can do that, but you're going to have to come with something different. You're going to have to really crank it up. I'm like, oh my God, I thought that was crunk up. Like, what I got to do now?
Cause you got to top it. You can't go backwards. You got to top the first one.
True that. I just, when we did the calendar and you sent the photos back, I did show my kids. I showed my kids first. That was important to me, Mm-hmm. I thank you because I feel like it was very classy. It was classy, it was sexy, and it wasn't anything that I had to be ashamed of. Like, oh my God, I can't believe this picture is this and this and this. Like, and it was good. And I was in I think I was in my 20s. I want to say I was in my late 20s. Was I in my late 20s? Probably.
I don't know. You're so young. I don't know.
Child, my kneecaps know I ain't young. Them things sound like elastic when you bend on it, or whatever. So I think we should do another calendar. If not another calendar, I definitely want a poster. I definitely want to do a couple of posters and, put those out for sale. That way they can be like my out of the business retirement picture as far as I ain't been a vixen in a while. So maybe it'll be like a vixen anniversary picture or something like that.
A vixen reunion?
With who? Myself? With myself?
Yeah, exactly.
Because remember, if it weren't for you, it would have been a jacked up calendar. Because remember, I was trying to recruit females off of the Facebook groups. And I was like, hey, send me a good, clean picture of yourself. And we gonna do this. And I came to you and I was like, I need a good, clean picture of myself because I'm putting together a calendar. And you said, why don't you just do the whole thing? I was like, why would I do that? You was like, why would you not? I said, because don't nobody want to see me for 12 months. And he ended up taking the pictures, and that's that on that. So we have history, and I'm delighted. Thank you for taking me.
You're welcome, but you probably need to do is read, because I'm sure all these people are wondering, what is this calendar? So you need to make a link to where they can buy this calendar.
Well, I don't have the pictures no more. The calendar is in the archive somewhere.
Yeah, dig it up. We can
okay,
find it. I'm sure it's
we're
somewhere.
Gonna dig it up. Thank you for taking my recent pictures. You had me looking like Dancing with the Stars. Are you? Those pictures with my boyfriend and I, they gave off so much. We were so happy. He was, I done worked with you before, so I already knew it was gonna be bomb.com. But when I tell you, he was so happy. He was cheesing. He was like, "We look good in all of them. I want to buy them all." I was like, well, they this much per picture. I don't want to buy them all. Let's pick the best.
Give me 10, 15 of them. I'm good.
Yeah, let me pick the best 4. I'm like, okay, we're going to pick the best 4. We couldn't even do it. We had to get the kids involved. Hey, listen, out of these 234, what's the best 10? out of these 10, what's the best 6? Out of these, you know, it went on like that. It was on a Sunday, but you were great. You were fast. You were efficient. I love it. We look like we on Dancing with the Stars in one of them. The other cover, we look like we on a book cover. The next cover, we look like we finna be some
Straight out of
thugs.
Compton.
So thank you, and I appreciate you coming on the
Most
show with
definitely.
me.
Of
I
course, my
appreciate you
pleasure.
visiting absolutely every single platform that I've ever been on. You guys know who it is. It's your girl Mo Clark. You can follow me on the Post Up. You can also follow me on IG at Miss Mo Clark. And if you want to give Jack an early Christmas present, follow Status Network and Global Vision TV on IG. We out.
Keep it posted, gotta keep it posted, gotta keep it posted. We got Mo Clark posted with the poster. When you turn on your radio, we got Mo Clark posted with the poster. When you turn on your radio.
You know we poppin', just name a topic. Posted up like a palm tree in the tropic. Rozzy on the beat, make you wanna come and see. Mo to the C, radio to TV. You know she putting in work like she clocked in. Celebrity guest, never guess who gon' drop in. Television's best like a S on the chest. Who's next? Say less, cause you rockin' with the best.
Mo Clark posted with the poster. When you turn on your radio. Posted with the poster. We can turn on your radio. From the streets to the television, we keep it going, ain't no intermission. From the streets to the television.